Hello everybody, what's up? This is a very impromptu mini pick a card. Again, this is a special Halloween pick a card, but this time I don't use too many cards, so it's kind of really spontaneous pick a card. And as you see, the even the piles don't have the same number of cards, so each of these piles have different number of cards and oracles. So the question or the topic today is about how you can break out of this difficult time. Okay, so I know that I have done the same kind of pick a card before, not long ago. I forgot. I think it also talks about how you can break out of toxic situation or something like that. And if you wonder why I keep talking about this kind of topic in my pick a card, it's because one, it's Halloween, we deal with darkness, and also two, I think we are all in growing pains because more and more people are having spiritual growth and ascension, and a lot of people go through dark night of the soul. So I just want to discuss this as often as I can, because there are not many pick a cards that talk about shadow, that talk about darkness, that talk about dark night of the soul. So this time I just want to explore again this question. So if in my previous pick a card about how to break out of toxic situation or darkness, you didn't feel that there is any pile that resonate with you, then hopefully this time there is a pile that resonate with you. Okay, let me take a sip of tea and we will begin. So this is pile number 1, this is number 2, and this is number 3. I know that number 3 is a bit different, but it also has this card just with different order. And if you need some, I don't know if you need any object, but let's use Thor for pile number 1, Black Widow for pile number 2, and the Hulk for pile number 3. Oh, he's too dark. Cannot be seen. Actually, for Black Widow, I kind of debate as to whether to use her or to use Harry Potter as a symbol. But anyway, make your pick. Pause the video if you need to, and I will start reading number 1 here. Let me take this aside. Okay, so let's begin with pile number 1. How can you break out of these difficult times? So let's see, what do you have here? Okay, for your tarot card from the Bohemian Gothic Tarot, we have the Knight of Cups. I hope you can see that clearly. Sorry for the glare. I use my night lamp, so yeah, so you can see this brooding, rather rather brooding Knight of Cups, rather mysterious. And then we have Translucence, love the darkness. Okay. And then we have Opulence, it's time to lead. Oh dear, I'm running out of space. And lastly, we have this cute skull. Right, so what do this card have to tell you about how you can get out of the darkness, how not get out of the darkness, sorry, how can you break out of the difficult times or the hard times that you have now, that you experience now, whether you call it dark night of the soul, whether you call it growing pains, ascension, whatever, but it's just hard. So how can you break out of this? So right away, one thing that I see here, it seems like these cards are trying to tell you to fall in love with life. So Knight of Cups immediately talks about a romantic, of someone who sees the world from rose-colored glasses, and it's not always good, right? Like he is brooding, he seems like he is in his own world and he has his own mission, and he doesn't care about anything else but his mission. And his mission is something that that his heart that his heart desires most. So whether it's kind of if you ever heard about the Holy Grail, I think it's the story about Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. I don't know, but there is something called the Holy Grail. So Knight of Cups is about that. It's about finding your Holy Grail, what your heart desires the most. The thing about Knight of Cups is that sometimes they can be too unrealistic, they can be too idealistic, and yeah, they can be like, they are not grounded, right? They are not grounded. So this is probably what makes you feel like you are in a dark times, because you are in a place that you feel you don't belong, and you have lofty dreams, but you don't know how to, you don't know how to achieve that dream. So you are now in a place that you feel like it's not for you, that you don't belong, and you have high dreams, you have a fantasy about the life that you should lead, you have a fantasy about your Holy Grail, your Holy Land, whatever it is, your dream career, your dream lover, whatever, but you have no idea how to get there, and that's why you are frustrated, even depressed, and this is not good, okay? So yes, Knight of Cups can be good when you so you have a goal, you have your heart's desire, and you go after it. That's good, but you also need to ground yourself, and this is how this second card comes along. Translucence, love the darkness. So love the darkness means that you need to accept some fact that you cannot change everything, that your current situation is something that cannot be changed overnight, that maybe you have to readjust your expectations. It's what I'm seeing. And also you need to dare to look inside of you and acknowledge things that you don't want to acknowledge. So maybe you see the world, you are very romantic, you see that you have a Holy Grail, you have a dream, and you deserve it, but there are certain things that you don't yet, that you deny to yourself, whether it's about your unrealistic dream, unrealistic expectation, whether your dream or your Holy Grail born from a difficult past, like maybe in the past you like love, you have maybe dad issue, mommy issue, and that's why you are looking for a certain kind of family, certain kind of lover that will give you everything, and that's not possible, right? So there are certain things that you certain niggling in your heart that you probably don't want to acknowledge, but you need to acknowledge, because if you embrace the truth, if you embrace the darkness, then it will set you free, because you will know the reason for your feeling of restlessness, the reason why you are seeking this I don't want to say impossible, but seeking these lofty dreams. There has to be something in your past that is that or something in your past life, maybe way in your past life, something bad that makes you want to search something magical fantasy land, that where you will have no more pain, where you will have nothing, every where you will see nothing from your previous life, the all the bad things from your previous life, all the negativities, all the toxic situation, everything that you don't like about your real life. So you are looking for some kind of utopia in order to make up for this hard past that are still haunting you. So you have to embrace the darkness and acknowledge that the bad things exist and still exist. Like, this world will never be free from unfairness, from darkness, from people who have two faces. Like, everything is gray. I mean, sometimes maybe Nine of Cups look at the world as black and white, but in actuality, the world is more like having a gray shade, and that's what you need to acknowledge, so that you will not feel so burdened. Because having unrealistic idealistic point of view will make you feel disappointed again and again and again and again. And if you acknowledge that there are some things that you cannot change, then it's like it will set you free, it will lighten your expectation. And then we come to this opulence card. It's time to lead. So I think this means that if you want to see the change in the world, then you need to take action to create it. Like, you probably want to find some kind of utopia, ideal person, ideal loved one, ideal family, some kind of magical miracle fantasy land that maybe doesn't really exist. But after you accept the fact that this world probably cannot offer you what you want, exactly what you want, and that the world doesn't owe you anything, then you will be able to step into your power and create the change that you want yourself. So the Knight of Cups, if you are the Knight of Cups, instead of daydreaming about a world, a perfect world that doesn't really exist, create one that probably isn't perfect, but which is the right direction to the world, the life that you really want. And you have the talent, because Nine of Cups is a very creative, intuitive, emotional person, very empathic. So with those kind of with those kind of gifts, you can be a compassionate leader, and that's what you must do. And this is where the skull comes in. The skull is about skull. Sorry, English is not my first language. Let me read from the guidebook as to what the skull says. It reminds me of the Day of the Dead, like celebrating life. Like, life goes on, even though there are decays, even though there are deaths, even though certain things have to die, but life goes on. And even the dead, they are alive because they live their life to the fullest. That's my intuitive interpretation of the message. Let me see. Okay, the skull. It is viewed as the seat of intelligence, spirit, and the spark of human life. See? So, instead of daydreaming, you should embrace the reality, the reality that you cannot change everything in the world, but you can make some difference. Okay, you can start making some difference with your gift of empathy. Like you can start doing compassionate things to people who need them. Like maybe you can be a humanitarian, you can start a cause, you can start an organization to defend the rights of the animals. You can I don't know, just start something that will make people see the world from your point of view, and that will slowly but surely change the world from this dark place into a life full of love and spirit and creativity and everything that is beautiful. Right, so I'm reading the meaning of the skull. Yes, you've been overlooking the simple things and taking many things for granted. Again, an unrealistic vision, too idealistic, but it can be turned into something good. It can be turned into um, uh, a passion for a cause, if you understand what I mean. Be mindful of your mortality. Be mindful that this world is mortal, but live your life to the fullest. Yeah, make the most out of your time. So don't just daydream. Accept that some things are not what you hope it will be. Accept that this world needs a leader to change, and start changing the world by doing things that you enjoy and what you believe in. Okay? So that's the gist of a message. I hope that helps you, and I hope that kind of lighten your burden. So don't look for something that doesn't exist, but start creating it. And it may not be able to change the whole world, but it will make a difference, and it will give you a life that is memorable. And people will, I mean, when if you take action with your compassion, with the cause you believe in, then when you die one day, people will remember you as someone who fights for humanity, for love, for compassion, someone who is a pioneer in all these things. Okay, so that's your message, pal number one. I hope you enjoy this pick a card reading. So if you enjoy it, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. And I also appreciate any donation if you want to give one. The link is in the description box. And see you in the next pick a card. Bye. Alright, now pile number two. So pile number two is not Scarlet, sorry, not Scarlett Johansson, but Black Widow. Alright, the redhead. Okay, so what are your cards? So how do you break out of this difficult time? First one, we have the Hangman. See, he holds the key. He can release himself or herself if he wants to, but yes, he is in a difficult position. Like with a bit of trying, she can release herself, but she's kind of it's too hard, I don't want to, let me just lie here, even though it's some uncomfortable. Like, so I'm getting that your situation is getting more and more and more uncomfortable, and you actually know deep down what you must do to release yourself from the situation, but because it's so hard, like you have to make some effort, right, to lift your body up and just open the keys, the locks and whatever. So you just do nothing. And because of that, nothing will come of this situation. I mean, if you don't do anything, then nothing will happen. Unless you really... Okay, there are two scenarios here. One is that you don't want to try. like you know the answer to your dilemma, but you don't want to try because it's so hard. Second one is because this is a major arcana, so it can be that you are truly stuck, although I don't really see it that way. But maybe you are truly stuck and you don't have the ability to, like, you know the answer, but you don't know how to open the key, right? Because you are in a difficult position. You are upside down, so you cannot like reach for the lock and open it with the key. So because of that, you are stuck. There are some external situation that prevents you from doing something to release yourself from this uncertainty or situation that makes you feel so uncomfortable. Tangibility, make your dreams real. Okay, so bird is about freedom. So this woman, she is also in a fog. Like, see here? She's in a fog. She cannot see. Like, she is engulfed in the fog, in these clouds. And being tangible is like coming out of the funk, coming out of the fog, and reach out for help. So if you feel like you cannot do anything in this situation, you are really stuck, then do something as little as asking for help, like reaching out here and like waving, hello, can someone help me? And the bird, like a bird will like it will send a message. A bird is about a message. It can, someone will see you and maybe introduce you to someone, or lead you to some event, to some place, or to someone who can help you. So at least reach out for help. If you don't know what to do, if you are lost, if you are stuck, reach out for help. Ask, what must I do? Or can you help me in doing this? Like, if there are some situation that you cannot, that you feel that you cannot afford to do, then ask someone to help you in that. So for example, if you feel stuck because your family doesn't approve your plan, or your maybe you want to study or you want to work in a certain field and your family don't agree with that, then you can ask someone who your family know to give them some advice, to make them see, to be a mediator, or yeah, something like that. It's just an example, but you know what I mean. And okay, the last two cards, I'm just going to show them both, are Phoenix and Orenda. Honor your mystical creative force. Can you see the red and the yellow there? The red, like the blood, and yeah. So I have a feeling that maybe you are a witch or a wizard, however you may want to take it. And like you want to pursue a career in, like you want to practice witchcraft or occultism, or maybe become a tarot reader, a healer, a shaman, whatever. And your family doesn't think it's a good idea. Or maybe you are stuck because your situation, like, now it reminds me that the witch sometimes are hanged, right? So you feel like you are being hanged, being judged by the society. If that's the case, then yeah, it's hard for you to get out of the situation. But this witch holds the key, so actually she can escape. So maybe the situation is not as bad as you think. Like, if you persevere, even though it's a bit hard, then you can get out of this funk. I mean, you can pursue the career that you wish to pursue, that you can rise from the, so okay, so this is the hard part. The phoenix rise from the ashes. So it's like you have to be burned in a situation that is uncomfortable, like it's as if the universe is going to test you to see if you are serious in this. Like if this is really your life calling, then it's going to get more and more uncomfortable until you decide that it's better to pursue your passion and get burned, get hurt, get judged by the society. See, this woman is like half burned, half persecuted. See the snake? So yeah, maybe this is a test to see if you are fit for the calling. So I believe that this is your path, but it's up to you whether you want to pursue it. Because yes, it's not going to be easy. Like the phoenix has to be burned, like they have to burn before they can rise again, before they can be rebirthed. Like this witch, she is like this phoenix coming out from the ashes, coming out from the fire, having been tested by the fire, forged by the fire. So okay, this is funny because the Bible talks about being forged by the fire, and you have to be forged by the fire to embrace your true purpose, true life purpose, which is being a witch, being a good, obviously being a good witch, being a witch that helps heal society. And this is a big life calling, and yeah, there's no going around it. It's your decision to whether to pursue this or not, but I think you are going to grow more uncomfortable and finally, like, you know, start to pursue this this path. Okay, I feel called to draw another card for you. Let me reach to see if there is anything that can help you, because I know that this is a very tough message. So let me see if there is anything. Alright, so is there anything that can help pile number 2? What can help pile number 2 to achieve their life purpose? What can help pile number 2 to achieve their life purpose? What can help pile number 2 to achieve their life purpose? It's time to release negativity. So I think maybe there are some people that you feel cannot understand you. Like, you probably are suspicious of people's motives, but I think you need to learn to trust your angels, to trust God, to trust your ancestor, to trust the universe, that they will send help. So like, you cannot move because you think that you will be burned at the stake, like figuratively, and it's like the universe is going to let you suffer. But I think you should not think that way, because if you think that way, then you are never going to move forward. So you have to trust that the universe is going to help you, that the universe is going to, like, when you finally decide to move forward and to face your fears, then the universe is going to make it easier and easier and easier for you. Your background card is prosperity. Prosperity lies ahead. So there is prosperity that you can gain from following your life path, and a new start is coming. So maybe there will be some opportunity that will help you to achieve this dream of yours, to become to become a witch. I mean, to pursue whatever spiritual path that you are seeking. I believe that this is about spiritual path. So yes, release negativity. Don't think that, yes, there will be some hardship, but the universe is going to help you get through it and give you prosperity, and you will be able to get some opportunity to start doing your life purpose, in that you will have some doors opening for you that will allow you to do your life's purpose. So the universe will help you. So don't stay in this state, but reach out for help. This is why you need to reach out for help. And yes, you will be tested, but you will come off triumphant. Okay. So pile number 2, that is your message. I hope that helps. Please give this video a like if you feel it resonate. And I also appreciate any donation. The link is down below in the description box. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day. See you in the next reading. Alright, so for those of you who choose pile number 3, which is the Hulk, here's your reading. So, how can you break out of these difficult dark times that you are experiencing? We have 10 of Swords, which is very self-explanatory. I hate it when, when the tarot does that. Hangman reverse. Oh boy. This looks like pile number 2 actually. Like you are already stuck in a situation. You have you have tried your best to fight it to the end, but finally you realize that it's not going anywhere. You have to leave the situation. A new dawn is breaking, but you are still hanging on. You don't want to leave. It's like this, I mean, figuratively, it's like someone who is dead, but their ghost, their spirit is still, hanging around, like not wanting to accept what happened, So yeah, you are in denial about something. Spider. So spider, like they create their own home, their own reality. So this time the spider talks about entrapment. They create a trap to survive. Like, I mean, they catch their prey. They use their web to catch their prey. But here in this deck, spider means weaving your reality. It also means hard work. It also means building something step by step from scratch. Like if you study a spider building their web, you can see how studious they are. Like they work so hard, and they have 8 legs, and it reminds me of 8 of Pentacles, which is all about hard work and routines and everything. So you need to work very hard to get out of this situation, which is probably not something that you are fond of. Or maybe this also means that this situation is your own doing. Like you create your own web and you got entrapped in it. So it can be both ways. Or you have to work hard in order to get what you want. And it's like there is no other way. You are in denial about this, but there is no other way. But yeah, spider can also mean deception. Like it's a trap, right? That a web is a trap. So you are being stuck. Yeah, I think that's what it means. You are being stuck in the web that you create yourself. In a situation that you create yourself. You are in denial that something has to end, and you still hang in there, which of course makes you feel stuck. Right, next card is show the world the real you. And final one is liberation, free yourself. See, free yourself from the trap. Show the world the real you. Aquarius is about embracing your uniqueness. Aquarians are I mean, quote unquote, they are often being stereotyped as weird, as out of this world. Like they can see things further than anybody else. They have really great vision, and that's what you must do. Like, show the world the real you means that you are not afraid to be yourself. You have great vision, you have great mind, you are well advanced of your time maybe, but you are afraid you are dimming your light. Like this person is upside down, so she is dimming her light in order to fit in, and that makes her feel trapped, feel stuck. And there's no other way but for you to show your individuality, to not being afraid to stand out. Wow, that's a very straightforward message. So let me, okay, is there anything else I can, let me draw from the witch oracle as to, all right, anything else that pile 3 needs to know that can help them? Anything else that pile 3 needs to know that can help them break out of this difficult situation? Anything else they need to know that will help them break out of this difficult situation? One more shuffle. Okay, please help pile 3. Okay, pile 3. Mortar and pestle. Okay, I think this is okay, let me hold up so you can see. So mortar and pestle is actually about, it's like temperance or lover's card in the tarot. It's about like combining your heart and your head, like utilizing all you have to work it out. Okay, it's like this. So as I've said earlier, Aquarians are very visionary, very unique, and they are not afraid to stand out. But sometimes Aquarians can be quite blunt, like they say things so matter-of-factly that people just don't know how to answer. So mortar and pestle is about mixing 2 different things. Okay, it's about mixing 2 different things to make a potion, to make it's something that a witch used to make a potion. And sometimes you can mix 2 different things and make it something new. So you have, it's like pointing your uniqueness as an Aquarian. You may be an Aquarian, and trying to package it, like you are trying to present yourself in a unique way, make yourself stand out, but not too threatening, if you understand what I mean. So if you are afraid of being judged by the society because you are too weird or too advanced for your time, then you can kind of, like temperance, you can kind of find a way to impart your message or show your vision in a way that people can easily digest, if you understand what I mean. So stand out, but also consider other people's feeling, other people's level of understanding. Like maybe they are not as advanced, as visionary as you, so you need to use tactics, strategies. You need to use chemistry to show the world, to educate the world. That's the word. To educate the people about your vision, about how you view things in life, so that they slowly can get you. You are very, very smart. You are very intelligent. You are brilliant. I am sure that you do have the tools to um, to to present your ideas to the world in a way that they will easily that they can accept easier. And that's where mortar and pestle comes in. It's like mixing different things, like blending your ideas with fluency in communication. I hope you understand that. So it's like blending your intelligent mind with compassion and empathy so that people will get you more. And also mortar and pestle is about like mixing potion needs patience, a great deal of patience, and scrutiny, and yeah, so you need to employ all that. You cannot just expect people to understand you straight away. So if you want to break out of the difficult times, you have to dare to be yourself. But if you are afraid of judgment or anything, then use your heart, both your heart and your mind, in order to present yourself to people in a way that they can accept. And then you can slowly influence them to get your ideas, to get your vision, to accept you as someone who is maybe different, but also fun to be around, if you get what I mean. Okay, so that's your message, pal number 3. I hope that is not too abstract for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you find it resonating, yeah, subscribe to my channel, and if you would like to donate, the link is down below in the description box. So have a great day, everyone, and see you in the next pick a card. Bye.